Ladies and gentlemen, it's a true honor to introduce to you tonight's keynote speaker. Willie Banks has earned many titles, many roles in his life. You may know of him as a proud UCLA alum. You may know of him as a multi-time NCAA All-American. He's earned the title of American record holder, world record holder, member of too many Hall of Fames for me to list tonight. He has served our great sport on our athlete advisory unit for USATF and even our board of directors for the USATF. And of course, he has earned one of the highest titles that you can in our sport. He is, of course, once and always an Olympian. But there's another title that he's earned that you might be less familiar with. He is an inventor of something that you've used at track meets, that your kids have enjoyed success with, and it's become part of our very fabric of our sport. That's right, Mr. Willie Banks is an inventor of the rhythmic clap. Now, I told you we're going to have energy. Let's bring it from Wisconsin. Help me welcome the wise, the wonderful Willie Banks.
I'm amazed I didn't fall. I'll tell you, it's great to be here in Wisconsin for the night. No, it's a wonderful spot. I just have to go home to San Diego, that's all. To my atmospheric river. So I'd like to thank, of course, Mike for introducing me. I'd like to thank Mark Hoffman, who brought me here. Thank you, Mark. And I'd like to thank the Wisconsin Track and Field Coaches Association and Gil for actually sponsoring this dinner tonight. It's so wonderful to know that we have so many great people and sponsors that love track and field. We need it. So, yes, thank you. So, I'd also like to just express my gratitude for you all staying, at least for the first part of my talk here. I know that a lot of you now are sleepy with all the great food we just had and would love to go upstairs and go to sleep or at least go to the bar. We'll save that for a little bit later. You know, actually, you might not know this, but I was asked to do this clinic. I was a clinician at the 20th anniversary of this association. And when it was held in Milwaukee. And I'm wondering why it took 15 years for me to be asked back. Mark, was it something did I do something wrong or? Oh, yeah, no, that didn't happen, okay. But anyway, hey, so tonight I'd just like to talk a little bit about our sport, track and field. This sport has given me so much, has made me who I am, and it's just a fantastic way to live a life. Now, as an introduction, I think Mike did a great job, and it's always important. But what you might not know is that my full name is William Augustus Banks III. I actually was born in the 3rd month of the year, March, and I'm a 3-time U.S. Olympian. I am, as he said, a former world record holder in the triple jump. My favorite number is? 3. You got that right. Now, there's another thing that you should know about me. I love Zumba. Those of you who are old probably recognize that I'm one of the first people to have headphones and dance at track meets before I competed. I love to dance, and I love music. And when I found Zumba, it was all over. For those of you guys who don't know what Zumba is, it's dance fitness, and that's what keeps me svelte. So, I would like to also thank all of you for coming to this clinic, because the one thing that I love about, well, not the one thing, one of the things I love about track and field is that we as coaches, and I include myself because I'm coaching now, we as coaches, we love to share our knowledge broadly, and we love to learn. And that is so critical and so inspiring for guys like me, who was brought up by coaches, who taught me how to be an athlete, but more than that, taught me how to be a man. So I appreciate you coming to learn from one another and from some of these incredible people who are sitting at the dais. So thank you all. Now, maybe some of you are here just to get the ED credits, but thank you anyway. Before I get started, the other day I was at a strategic planning session for the North American, Central American, and Caribbean Area Association of World Athletics. Now, World Athletics is the governing body for track and field internationally. And at this strategic plan, the moderator opened up by talking about a famous story, Alice in Wonder, that was written by Lewis Carroll during the Victorian era. Some of you might know about this. Now, he talked about how Alice came to a fork in the road, and there was the Cheshire Cat, the smiling cat. And she didn't know which way to go, so she was standing there, and the Cheshire Cat said, "May I help you?" And she said, "I don't know." And she said, "I don't know which way to go." And he said, "Where are you going?" And she said, "I don't know." And he said, "Well, then any road is good way to go." Which I took as, if you don't have a goal, if you don't have somewhere to go, if you don't have a plan to go, then you're going to be lost. You won't be able to achieve what you set out to do. So tonight I want to talk a little bit about that, about goals, about how to plan, what is important about success and how you can be successful. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there. I mean, I went to school with Tony Vini, who I never thought would be a success. No, I'm just kidding. I went to school with Tony Vini at UCLA, and Tony, yeah, thank you, Tony. And we competed with one another and became real good friends, and it was amazing how he's grown up to be such an inspiring and wonderful coach. And so I think that's because Tony always had a goal. He was always driven. And that's what's so interesting about this success thing.